Another quick vid, just done a little bit more. Just put the rear main seal in. I put it in the same as the other one up to the step, because I think that's how it should go in. It's not blocking the drain holes. You can see how far it goes in, the drain holes are still clear. But I think it's meant to go in that far. I don't think it was before, but then again that's probably good, because there was a bit of a mark on the crank where it's been sealing. Getting it in was a bit of a fight. I ended up sort of pushing it on and then putting my sort of finger sort of pushing the inner lip round till it was just on the crank all the way around, and then tapping it in, jamming it in a little bit, and then using the old chewed up seal to knock it in with. It did take a fair bit of knocking, but it went in. I did put a bit of seal around it anyway, but it seems to be seated right. Doesn't seem to be lipped over or bulged out. It's hard to tell if you had any problem with a spring popping out, but I don't think I did. I think it seemed to go in okay. Seemed completely fine. I sort of put it in at a bit of an angle and then just worked my finger round until it went over the end of the crank, so I didn't jolt it or anything horrible like that. So that's all in. I've had another look at this head gasket. This one isn't shiny either side, so I'm going to do a bit of googling tonight, but I don't think that's right. I don't want to. I'm sure that surface should be coated and waterproof, so it doesn't allow the water to go through it, so it forces it there, so it circulates properly through the head. I might be slightly wrong, but I don't think so. I'm not sure. See, my heads, I've had I think it's this end. There's like a takeoff on this end. Both of them have been welded up and blocked off. I've got to do a bit of research and see why that is, where them pipes would originally go to, whether that causes a problem where you're not getting water flowing, because I would imagine it's got to flow sort of in and then out. So, but then again, it's got the outlets that are blanked off are here, so I don't quite know what that would be for. But yeah, I'm assuming that's your return for your oil, I think, where the oil runs down from the heads. I think it is. So yeah, I've got to do a bit of research and see what goes on with that. Not 100% sure these ones on the end should be blocked off. But they've obviously been like that for a while. Maybe that's why it did the gasket. I don't know. I mean, they're no danger to change when their heads are on. See if I can see. Yeah. So there's sort of these end bits here. I don't quite know what they were before, because we've got water outlets, so there. So I don't know how it flows. I'm just trying to work out how it flows round the head. I would imagine it's got to come in and out, but I don't know if it goes in one side and out the other. I won't know quite how it works, but they're blocked off, which seems a bit strange. You can see they've been welded up and blocked off for quite a time, so I have to Google what they're for. Yeah, unless they're different heads or something. I don't quite know, really. I'm not enough of a Porsche guy to know that. But if anybody knows why they're welded up, why they possibly welded up, if that's a problem, if somebody could message me and let me know, because I ain't got a clue. I'm assuming it's been run like that for a while because they're rusty and pretty cacked up. But maybe that's affected the flow in the water in the engine. I don't know. I'll have to do a bit of research on that tonight as well. But I think I'm going to order some other head gaskets, because I don't want to put two that are different on. They don't seem right to me. It's going to cost me a bit more money, but I'm not going to go to all this trouble and find one of them leaks because it's missed a process when it's been made. I don't see why they would be different. There's no reason for them to be different. If they're both the same, I'd rather put two on that are the same, to be fair. Right, that's it. Phone's going to die. I'm going home. But yeah, if anybody knows about them outlets on the back of the head, so that, yeah, they come sort of out here, both sides. I'd just be, not on the head, sorry. Yeah, on the head. I mean, there's other outlets that come off the head out actually with water pipes on. So maybe there was something extra and they've been blanked off for a reason. So it has got, yeah, it's got two unions that kind of, they must flow in and out. So maybe they're just some extra thing for the heater, or maybe the 4.5 heads. I don't know what the difference would be. They've certainly been on there a while, so we shall see. I'll do a bit of Googling and see what they're for. It might be their early heads and it's a later bottom end or something. Could potentially be the case. Or their later heads and vice versa, because I think this is an 83 bottom end, but a lot of the stuff on it is the 81 stuff, like the tensioner and bits and bobs seem to be 81. So it's January 81 my car, so maybe that's the difference. So yeah, I have to Google it, but I'm not happy with them head gaskets. If anybody else has had a set with different coatings on, one looks dull and one looks shiny, both sides, and they've fitted them and they've been fine, let me know, because I don't want to spend another 100 and odd quid on a pair of gaskets, but then again I don't want to put them together and, you know, I'm not taking the head off with the engine in. It's hard, you know, it looks like a right nightmare. But yeah, I think if nobody comes back to me and tells me any different, I'm going to order a pair of head gaskets, and hopefully as long as they both look the same I'll put them on, because I don't want to take any gambles, because I can't remember where it was. A sealed Victor Hines gasket set, but you do get these occasions where you get sort of damaged goods or goods that aren't made right seconds or whatever, and people buy them and sell them. It's a bit naughty. Everything else looks all right in it, but yeah. So yeah, seal took a bit of fighting to get in, but I think that's okay. I mean, worst scenario with that, if it wasn't okay, you can do that when it's in the car, I'm assuming. Yeah, you take the flower wheel off. Yeah, you probably could. It'd be a bit of a bugger to do, but I'm pretty sure I probably could. You could take the torque tube out of the way. Yeah, so you probably can do the rear mirror seal with it in. Hopefully it'll be fine. But yeah, went in pretty positively, anyway, put it like that. But yeah, okay, that's it. Phone's going to die. I'll speak to you next time.